Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe button, and go catch us wherever you get your audio podcasts, iHeart, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Um, Hot crowd tonight, man. I forgot where they were though. I didn't even peep where they what city.
San Antonio.
San Antonio. Okay. Um, yeah, man. But the crowd was hot, man. They got the this was one of the best starts to the show I probably seen in a minute, man. On Monday Night Raw, they definitely kicked this thing off right. Uh, they had to do something, man. They got to keep our attention for about 4 weeks, man, leading into WrestleMania. So we knew Brock Lesnar was going to show up. We knew Roman Reigns was going to be there. So we had some things, announcements from last week. El Grande's going at it was announced last week. I think AJ and Bailey may have been announced early as well. So we kind of had some stuff that we kind of knew was in the works. We just didn't know how it was going to look. I'm not sure anybody predicted this particular outcome. Without searching around. I didn't check the internet beforehand as far as what was going to be the opening and what that was going to look like. So I was kind of still in the dark with this one, man. But it started off with the mask guys. I'm not sure what we're calling them, but Seth Rollins students or ninjas. Uh it's like you ever play like one of them like Ninja Turtle games and like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
have like a bunch of masks, just guys you beat up around or something like that,
yeah.
man. Like that's basically what Seth Rollins got going on, man. He's the boss and just got a bunch of people that just get beat up, man, for no reason. Just a bunch of cronies around him. So he came out that way, man. Went into a promo about how he was going to get Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman comes out. If Paul Heyman was in makeup, I'm not sure, man, but definitely a great makeup job and costume job he had going on there, man. He looked real bad. It looks like he didn't even go to the hospital. It looks like he just skipped the hospital and they wasn't able to do nothing for him, man. And he came back looking like he was just beat up at that particular moment in time. So he definitely looked the part, man. He looked rough. Shout out to Paul Heyman, man. He's an older guy, man. He's still just he taking chairs and stomps and he's getting in character, man. Like Paul Heyman is I don't know if anybody has adapted better to change over the years, man. From his days in ECW to what he went through when he first came over to WWE, and now, man. What you think about Paul Heyman, man? You think Paul is one of the greatest minds, man? That one of those great personalities behind the scenes that the game has really ever seen.
Oh yeah, man. He definitely sees it from like a different perspective with the business. And
Hmm.
I mean he's just great at what he does. I mean, he's been around it so long and a lot of people respect him. Don't really hear too many bad things about him,
Hmm.
like from like former wrestlers and current wrestlers on podcasts and stuff. So I mean the only person that ever had something to say was Tommy Dreamer.
Hmm.
And so I mean for the most part, he's like well respected in the business.
Yeah, I think people understand how his mind works, man. He just does a great job, man. He's just one of those people that is just never really gonna do a bad job. He just really gets it. Some of his background and upbringing probably helps him to be the kind of character he is. Because I mean, could Paul Heyman really work as a good guy?
I think he could. It's just that we've seen him play this role so long, even in like ECW and stuff.
Hmm.
So he's always kind of been that bad guy. So it's just like, why change it?
Yeah, he's always been on that side of the ledger, man, so to speak. But maybe sooner or later we'll see a change. But right now, man, he's still batting 1,000, man. But he came out, and I thought the way he brought out Brock Lesnar with the FAFO, F5, man, I thought that was great. Man, I didn't see that coming, man. I don't know what was going on online, and that's why I don't like to be online before the shows, man, because it's so hard to be surprised, man. You just so I want
No,
to get
I
every
didn't. There was no chatter about Brock Lesnar that I saw, man.
okay.
Yeah.
So that's a good look, man. It genuinely surprised me, man. I thought maybe Austin Theory or Logan Paul would run out. I thought maybe Paul Heyman would just run off to the back. I wasn't really sure where it was going, man. Um, So that was a good way to incorporate seeing Brock Lesnar come out there and ultimately doing away with the cronies of Seth Rollins, and just before getting his hands on him, then we get Oba Femi's music. Um, there has been speculation about Oba and Brock. You mentioned wanting to see that. I've been kind of wanting Oba to get some, a little bit more reps in before he gets to a main event of that magnitude. But after the brief distraction from Seth Rollins, Oba hit him what I believe is called a fall from grace.
Yeah.
One of those big power bombs, man. One of those sit down type power bombs. Put the boot on the chest, pointed to the WrestleMania sign, man. Oba looked ready. I'm still not a fan of the entrance. I like everything but that walk. The walk just doesn't make him look serious to me. It just I just need just get rid of that walk, man. Just we already here. I don't like the fact that he's there. I've already said it. He need more reps. Now you're going into WrestleMania against Brock Lesnar. What you thought about this opening segment, man? I know you enjoyed seeing your boy Oba come out there, man,
Yeah,
and follow.
man. When I heard that music hit, I was like, finally, I was right. Here we go. You know, I'm excited, man. I feel like those two can deliver good, and hopefully it's not like one of those Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg type things where, because like I mean, Oba's gonna come out on top. I would hope, and
Mhm.
this is just a way for Brock to go out building up talent, which is crazy because I mean he's done it, but at the same time you also remember him for like when people get the title, they have it for a couple weeks. His music hits, and he's losing. They're losing that title. So it's just like, but it's good that he knows that hey, my time is almost up. They got another powerhouse because it was supposed to be Keith Lee, man. It was supposed to be him, but his body just can't hold it. I mean, he's out at AEW right now on injury. It's almost feel like a year and a half he's been out. So it's just like
Yeah, he might have the
but
biggie.
yeah,
He's about
but
to see.
I know he's up there, bro. He's in his like mid 40s, so that time is coming that it's about to be wraps for him. But nah, Brock and Oba, it's gonna be a good one. It might not steal the weekend, but it's gonna have some people talking.
Yeah, I mean they could pull out some stuff, man. I just think when you're starting with a Brock Lesnar, you're saying he's gonna go over. Um, it I don't know. It feels like he kind of has to, but I'm gonna hold out hope that he doesn't. Um, and not because I'm not a fan, but where do you go after that? You come in, you debut almost pretty much. Your main of a part of one of the bigger matches, a main event within the card itself against Brock Lesnar. You beat Brock Lesnar. Where do you go? How's it? It's just got to be all downhill from there. Like, what? Who's his next opponent if he beats Brock Lesnar? Where does he go from there?
Uh, I mean, if it's not a title, his next big opponent could be your boy Gunther. I feel like if they ever had those two fight,
Mhm.
don't even like predetermine a winner. Just let it be a shoot fight.
Well,
Like stay
Gunther
on,
can't lose, can he?
huh?
Gunther couldn't lose.
No, I'm saying though, like it's one of those where you don't even want to pick a winner. You
Mhm.
just let it be a shoot, and then like it'll actually happen in the ring. Like just let it happen. Whatever happens, happens. If it
Yeah.
ain't a no DQ double count out, yeah, that's fine. But that's one of those where it's just like you just let them go. And what Biggie say? Big meaty man slapping me. That's one of those. Because I was highly disappointed. I'm still mad about last week, man. Him and Rusev, bro.
I mean, this is what's happening when you're trying to build up somebody so fast. You got to now run through talent like Rusev and make him look so weak and irrelevant because you're trying to paint Obafemi as this beast, as this monster, which I just think it's too soon. I think he could have had a best 2 out of 3 with Rusev. They could have went back and forth a couple of times. Maybe even a couple of other guys on the roster. Um, just to kind of build him up, and then at WrestleMania he could have had a lighter match. Maybe somebody he could have won against, or you could have built it up to a bigger match against Rusev, or a big match against Sheamus at WrestleMania that he could win. And because you beat Brock at that point, what now? You're supposed to be in the main event, right? Like you beat
Yeah.
Brock at WrestleMania, you're a main event guy. You're right there, whether it's Gunther, CM Punk, Roman, Cody, whoever's at that top level, you have to be in those conversations. And we're talking about a guy who, since debuting, has had one match on the main roster, unless I missed something. And now he's going to be going to main event WrestleMania. So I get it's a quicker build. I think he's just going to have to find a way to stay interesting. I don't know if his character is very interesting. He has a look. He's a beast, a monster, things like that. But he's gonna find a way to keep him interesting as he's going into WrestleMania season and coming out of WrestleMania season. I think a
Hmm.
loss will help him to just not look super ready. But if you're gonna beat Brock, now you got to go beat all the top dogs now. It's just not a lot of people that's gotten a clean victory over Brock Lesnar. So I'm not sure if he's gonna get one of those almost come close to winning but not quite winning situations, but I would have liked to see him go into a couple of slugfests with Rusev and Sheamus. I think would have did some justice, man. A couple of slugfests there. Just let it get real ugly before you start taking on the main guys. Maybe one of the War Raiders, one of the Creed brothers, just it's like when you used to play like Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter, man. You didn't just get Bison and Shang Tsung, man. You had to work your way up to these people, man.
Yeah.
They get
Yeah.
you the beast right out the gate. It's like, oh, okay, all right, well, I guess we just got to forget he just got here, despite how he looks. But if there's one major request since it's happening, please get rid of that walk. I'm so I just can't with
Nah,
the
that's his signature, man.
man. It just I don't get scared, man. It makes it seem like children should do it with him, and it just doesn't scare me, man. It makes me feel safer. Like, oh, he's not so bad. It's like, oh, okay, it's cool. Like it demand like come out and look mean. Like he looks mean after he does the walk. Like, no, just do that the whole time. But yeah, I thought it was a great opening segment, man. A lot of moving pieces. We didn't get a clear idea of what's going to happen next with Seth Rollins from all of this. Initially I thought him and Brock was about to get set up for WrestleMania. That kind of threw me into that, where I thought that was going to happen, and then it ended up being Oba coming out there. So we gonna get something, man. WWE is just moving fast. So we've seen that with the every PLE every 2 weeks. So they're just moving real fast. So I don't know if we're gonna slow this train down, but they
Well,
gonna
that
they gonna
leads
go
me to believe like somebody's coming back.
for Seth Rollins or Gunther,
Yeah.
or because we ain't got Gunther. Gunther wasn't around for what 2 3 weeks now.
Cause Seth is not gonna miss WrestleMania. So somebody coming back. Who I do not know. But that just leads me to believe that like somebody from the division might be ready ahead of schedule or I don't know, man.
Well, we did have a segment that I wouldn't have went too far into, but we saw the Vision saying they were declaring themselves going after the tag team championships, and that also kind of made me wonder if Seth Rollins is in their future. It was almost like Paul Heyman said, "Let's just forget this guy. He's
Well,
not worth."
he was saying like to really get Seth, you gotta to get to him, you gotta get the gold.
Mhm.
So if they win the tag team titles, what Seth gonna go tag team with find a tag team partner and try to take the gold? Like,
Mhm.
yeah. So I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Mhm. Yeah, man, it's gonna be one of those things, man, where we gonna have to wait, hope that Seth Rollins is in something meaningful. I mean, the past few WrestleManias he has been. Um, Tag match against The Rock, Cody Rhodes stuff. He's definitely had some moments. triple threat main event where formed a vision initially. So he's always been that guy that's really kind of stole the weekend. Other than the Cody Rhodes win, he's kind of been the one stealing the weekend the past few WrestleManias, man. Even John Cena's comeback match wasn't one that was looked upon very favorably after that one was over compared to what Seth Rollins, CM Punk, and Roman Reigns did. So, uh, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe are we still holding out hope for Chris Jericho, or is it over?
I don't know because he ain't been shown on AEW yet. So
Ooh, man. Uh, well, I mean, we don't have a timetable on Braun Breaker, do we? I didn't hear nothing.
I don't think so.
Okay. So I don't know who would be after those
Like,
guys.
and that's the thing. Neither one of them have like a timetable.
Yeah, we have no idea what they're keeping us in jeopardy almost to allow our minds to wonder and just keep it a surprise. That's what I'm feeling, man. It just
And I know
purposely it's nothing.
both of them are probably actually hurt, but
Yeah.
it's just that, bro. Ever since that Seth thing, I don't trust these fools for nothing, dog. You know
Nah,
what I
Braun
mean?
Breaker, he's gotta be because of where the momentum was going with him. I definitely gotta be like, yeah.
Like
And he
I
don't
don't
have no
believe nothing, bro.
briefcase. So, he ain't got that to come back and do. He gonna come back and
Bro,
bark.
I don't believe anything, man. Like, bro, like they can have LA Knight come out with a loaded gun and shoot Logan Paul, and I still would not believe that he actually shot Logan Paul.
So these are the thoughts and opinions expressed by Stan and not reflect the Wrestle for Real podcast. Like, but yeah, I mean, that's part of the mystery, man. I mean, that's why I want to be surprised. I just don't know. So who we got left for Gunther?
I see.
We
I
got
don't know.
we got Seth, we got LA Knight, we got Gunther, who we
It's
feel
like
like our
because it
top guy.
doesn't. It just doesn't make sense for like Seth to like pivot and be like, "Well, y'all going for that? I ain't gonna worry about it. I'm gonna go fight Gunther." Like that don't make sense.
So he's gonna
And then
interfere with Usos match against them, cost them the
next
championship,
week, probably.
get right back at them again. I mean, okay.
And then
He
like for
can't be
Gunther,
like,
like they had him and Dragon Lee chasing around each other for like almost a month, and it's like, oh well, I mollywopped him, so let me go find somebody else. Like who? Can't go get Rusev because he just got squashed. That's not gonna be a good WrestleMania match. See, like
listen,
they really booked themselves. Squashing, you could have had Rusev lose to Obafemi and still had him built up in a way that
yeah.
him and Gunther would be a good match at a good random match at WrestleMania.
Yeah, we don't I
It's
think
just
I think Seth and Logan Paul could do something. Um
oh if he does 1-on-1 at WrestleMania, it's gonna be against Logan Paul.
yeah, I think they can do something. It's not as exciting, but it's something. Considering we may not get Braun Breaker back. If Braun Breaker comes back, I think that's the obvious choice, or at least it has to be. Other than that, I'm not sure who else might
Hmm.
pop up into the fold for Seth Rollins to get his hands on, or for Gunther to get his hands on. Because Gunther can't lose, so he's got to beat somebody who can lose, and LA Knight is very good at losing. So I
Yeah.
can maybe see that, but um, Gunther's fire is kind of it's man, it's tough, man. Like he was on fire, now he's just been on TV for 2 3 weeks. Like this ain't the time to
Yeah.
take a vacation.
Yeah. Creative is like weird, man.
How do you get that momentum back? Like he comes back, it's going to be all but forgotten that he just took out AJ Styles and John Cena and Goldberg. Now he's back to just a regular bad guy. And I don't know if you're going to go after the Gunthers LA Knight, who's considered a good guy. You're not going to separate Jimmy and Jay to do that whole song and dance. And they've done the thing with Gunther 100 times. Um, I can't see it being Seth Rollins or even a Braun Breaker or anybody from the division. So I'm a little confused on what's going to happen with Gunther, man. I kind of had it thought it might be Brock Lesnar for a minute, but they got a brand new challenger for him. If maybe Javon Evans steps back up and gets beat again, I'm not sure what's going to happen there, but
Yeah.
uh, yeah, it's going to be interesting, man. And they're slowly rolling it out to try to drag these weeks along. So, but kudos to Oberfemi, man. Opened the show in a major way, standing tall with the boot on his chest. After this, we had El Grande Americano versus OG El Grande Americano. The match, I think we've been waiting for almost a year or so now, man. It's been a while since we've been waiting on this match. We thought it would be a mask versus mask. Um, it was an okay match. Some stuff they started getting involved. Ryo things started happening, loading the face mask, things of that nature, man. In the end, El Grande Americano was able to pull off the victory here. And I think that's kind of the way to go if you're gonna do the match on Monday Night Raw. Because if OG wins, then it's over. The feud is over. But now you give the OG a chance to come back and kind of get his rematch and see what he can do at that point, man. But I still feel like this has lost some steam from when we first thought it could happen. There's not quite the same animosity there. It's just kind of all
Yeah.
over the place, man. But what you thought about this match, man, with the two El Grandes, man, Americanos.
Same thing, man. Like, yeah, the match over.
Hmm.
El Grande Americano won. The way it ended might make you think that, hey, they might be trying to go a different route to say like, oh, well, you didn't actually beat me, you cheated, kind of thing. But like, I don't know. It's just like, how are they gonna work that into a WrestleMania match?
Hmm.
Who knows?
Yeah, they got a long way to go too, so they're gonna have to keep everyone's attention for a while. So that's gonna be its own challenge with these guys. I mean, he's already did the Ryo thing, so um, not really sure what this is gonna look like, man. But some stuff is just they allow things to lose momentum a lot.
Yeah,
Uh, Stephanie's lost momentum. Stephanie Becker. This whole El Grande situation, Gunther, Maxine Dupree. It's like they're just like they'll have somebody right in that sweet spot, and then they'll just kind of let it drift away, man. And I'm not sure what that's about because for these people that are hot, they should be on TV every week doing something. Gunther could have had an opponent every single Monday until his main opponent at WrestleMania with guys that wanted to come up and avenge AJ Styles or John Cena. He could have had all lower level guys that looked up to either one of those two every single week and just dominating them until he gets to WrestleMania. And then maybe a loss could have been realistic and could
yeah,
have been possible depending on who that person was. It would have had to been somebody major, but depending on who that was, man, I'm not sure, man, what that's going to look like. But taking him off TV, we lost all the momentum with Maxine. We'll get into her in a minute. Same thing with this El Grande rivalry. We just can't. Nobody can stay hot, man. Nobody can stay hot. Your boy Dragon Lee was having a mean run himself at one point, and they just don't want to keep no flames going, man. They don't want to keep the flames going, man. It's like they're backstage telling everybody, like, look, 1 week you good, the next, we'll get you up out of there, man. So
yeah. Like, what happened? It just makes no sense to me.
walking on eggshells back there, man. Nobody must know how to play politics backstage. But after this one, we had AJ Lee and Bailey for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. I suspected that Bailey would try to carry this match. They definitely had a solid match, man, out there. AJ Lee getting back into the swing of things with people like Bailey, with people like Becky, um, the ladies that can really go in the ring and get a great match out of her. She ended up retaining her championship. And for those of us that was watching on regular Netflix, we came back from a commercial break and Becky was just beating her up.
Yeah,
I was so confused by this. I was like it's one of those things where you just know you missed something. I'm like, okay, what was I doing? And I didn't realize Becky came out there. and started beating her up. Because I'm watching the whole time and I'm like, when did Becky show up? So I don't know who did what there, but that was a very odd way to come back from commercial break with Becky beating up AJ Lee all over the place. So it's a good look. She got her one up on her. They're definitely got to be setting up something for WrestleMania at this point, man. But what you thought about this whole segment with Bailey, Becky, and AJ Lee and her retaining the Women's Intercontinental Championship?
it was a the match was good. It's better than what I expected. Cause I mean, AJ Lee is still rusty, but that's fine. It happens. But yeah, it's not same thing when they came back to commercial. The little ad timer was still. It's almost like they came back early because the ad timer was like still on my Netflix screen. I'm like, what is going on?
Mm,
Like, where did she come from? How did this even happen? I mean, I get why it's happening because this is gonna be a WrestleMania match. I still feel like it's kind of early to start building it
mm,
because they like I don't know if we can get like 3 weeks of like promo, 4 weeks of promo out of this, but not 4 weeks. It's like three. Well, it might be four. But
mm. Yeah, well, three. Yeah, at this point now.
hey,
Mm,
I guess we'll see. Like, cause I mean I get it. Who else could she could have faced in between time as like one more match to get her ready for WrestleMania? Really nobody that really made sense. Can't go against Lyra because then it would feel some kind of way. Her with Becky just going for it.
mm.
Judgment Day women are busy, so it's just like,
What's going on with Roxanne? Is she injured?
yeah, she hurt.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. She don't even know Finn is out the group. She's unaware that Finn. She's going to come back and not know she's not supposed to be his friend. Not for nothing. They did absolutely nothing to further the storyline with Finn Balor being out of Judgment Day. I mean, we seen some last week vignettes type of stuff, but nothing out in the ring in the arena to ah, goodness man, they just want us to forget so fast, man. It's like they're hitting us with the flashy thing from Men in Black every week. They want us to forget like something was hot just a minute ago. Like what are we doing here, man? Instead, I guess we'll get there. But yeah, we just getting segments we don't need instead of the ones we want, man. But yeah, we gonna get that match. Definitely look like it's happening. AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch for the Women's Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania. So, um, I'm starting to think Becky might get it back at WrestleMania, man. What are you thinking with that one?
Yeah, I could see. Um, I don't know. I mean, I can see that. I can see both sides.
Yeah, AJ, I
I
don't
s-
I don't know how much she wants to be back wrestling.
I don't know
Like,
if they want to give her that WrestleMania moment type thing. I mean, she could still have a WrestleMania moment in losing, just have a great match. But I don't know.
yeah, it's a feel good story already with her and Punk going in as the champions.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
So with them both potentially leaving without it, I don't know. Not sure.
But
I
we've seen stranger things.
we're seeing it now because it's a lot of stuff we just don't understand what's happening. But what they're doing, man, give us the hot stuff, man. They're like giving us hot stuff, and then they'll come and give us something that they want us to like. We don't want to keep seeing Maxine and Natty. Um,
Triple A give it, Triple A take it away,
oh my gosh,
right?
man. Um, I guess we just skip there for a second. The Maxine and Natty thing. Is it time? Are you seeing something I'm not seeing, man? Is it time for this to be over? What are
Bro,
we
I
doing?
thought it would have been over. And like, unless they're gonna have it, they're gonna have a fight at WrestleMania, and
Becky
Maxine's
and
gonna win.
Natty and Maxine.
I'm pretty sure, bro. It's one of those situations where she just keep losing over and over, and then she finally comes out on top at WrestleMania. But then it's like, how are the fans in Vegas gonna receive it?
I
They're banking
mean,
on them being like super behind her and she be a big baby. Cause the girl can wrestle. We see that she can wrestle now. And so it's like they're just banking on that them being behind her as a big baby face kind of thing. And then they can go and separate them and go do other stuff. I'm
mhm,
pretty sure, I'm pretty sure that's what they're banking on. It's weird because it's still 3, 4 weeks out. So what, you just gonna have Natty beat her up for 3, 4 weeks straight? Like, I don't know. They should have
mhm,
never had this many matches against each other. But and if they would, like maybe have them end in like a DQ kind of way. Like how they did with her and Becky. Granted, it was only 3 matches, but
mhm,
one ended in one wasn't for a title, one ended in controversy.
mhm.
One was like a DQ win, and then she won the title. Like, but I don't know. That's the only thing I can think because it's almost like they want to have both of them on the WrestleMania card, and since they have, I saw some reports that Triple H wanted to do like 12 matches each night, kind of thing. So we're gonna get a lot of like random and with them doing that first free hour on ESPN, I guarantee you, ESPN does not want them talking for an hour. ESPN wants to show at least 2, 3 matches.
Hmm. Um, it would help if Maxine does win. I just don't know how you're gonna keep interest for the next 3 weeks to where you even want to put that on WrestleMania. By the time we get there, man, because she's been getting beat up. She got beat up by Becky, got beat up by Natty. So I'm not sure that she's really looking like somebody that deserves another fight.
Oh
She
no,
she
I feel you.
she needs to kind of go back to the drawing board. She might need to spend the next 3 weeks fighting random girls. Like you know how they used to bring the random guys in back in the day. It'd be some local hero, some
Oh
local
yeah.
type of guy. Yeah, they need to do that for her for the women, and have her just keep beating people, and then all of a sudden they think she's ready to fight Natty or something. But you just got to give me a reason to care, man. Oh, go get more wings, go get the nachos, answer the door, send out tweets and texts. That's just what that's going to be if you give her a match and you don't give us a reason to care because I don't even know that the crowd has sympathy for her losing anymore. It just seems like people just like, oh well, she kind of had that coming. So it's not even the matches aren't as great. She's gotten beat a couple of times now, so I don't know how they can revive that. And none of the women on the roster, it makes sense for them to for her to beat without them looking weaker, with the exception of maybe Kyrie Sane. As far as the Raw women's, I think can lose, and it won't matter if she looks weak or not because she's really not doing anything but getting yelled at by Asuka. But the way they're booking Raquel, um, the way they're booking Liv and Stephanie and Rhea, Io, I don't think there's another woman she could realistically beat, and it just doesn't look um, bad for the other person. And other than that, they're gonna have to find some other talent from somewhere to build her confidence back or something like that, man.
Yeah.
But after the AJ and Bailey match, that since I skipped ahead a little bit, we had the match of the night. I mean, it had to be right. Penta, Dragon Lee. They gave these guys some time to work too. These guys had some time, man. There was some outside the ring action. They went all over the place. This one was for the is it the Intercontinental or the Intercontinental
Yeah,
Championship?
Intercontinental.
Um, and Penta apparently didn't know his opponent going into the match. Just some intrigue there. Again, he's like a lot of champions that want to be a fighting champion, at least the babyface champions. So he wasn't aware. Dragon Lee, who we haven't seen in a couple of weeks, he's just gonna act like the last time we saw him, he wasn't smacked around by Gunther, who then put his coat on and walked out the ring. But you know, another story for another day. But Dragon Lee was back, man, in full force, ready to go at it with these guys, with Penta for the championship, man. These guys put on a match, man. I thought it was a great match for Monday Night Raw, man. Somebody that they styles fit really well. They went all over the place. There was no interference. There was no extra two baby faces going at it. No hijinks, and Penta was able to retain his Intercontinental Championship and start looking forward to the future of the next challenger. We know Penta's been somebody they wanted to highlight, and Dragon Lee, to a lesser degree, possibly, but Penta's likely going to hold this going into WrestleMania, and tonight they kind of showed us that's probably exactly what's going to happen, man. But what you thought about this one with Dragon Lee and Penta?
Nah, that was a great one. Two baby face matches, a one off.
Mm-hmm.
When Corey Graves said this could very well be a WrestleMania match. I mean, it could, like, the way they were going, that could be one that like gets people attention. That's one of those matches that you put on after people done fell asleep to wake them up, get the crowd going. I mean, that was a great match. They kind of just let them have some time. They let them let loose, and
Mm-hmm.
I mean, two baby faces. It's no need to turn Dragon Lee, even though at the end I was like, "Oh, does he turn? Is he gonna attack Penta?" But no, there's no need for that.
Yeah, man. I don't know. They don't typically like to give us a match like that at WrestleMania. You got two baby faces, just a good match, right? No real animosity, just a good match. They don't typically give us that. So it would be a nice thing to have it. If you're not gonna have a great story behind some of these matches, you can at least just go out there and have a great match to where an argument could be made that, hey man, I don't know if we want to follow what these guys just did.
Yeah,
Um, I think that's definitely should be something they look at. It's just so far out, it's so far out that you gotta figure out a way to get there, man. You gotta figure out a way to get there and keep people caring if you do it. Like we gotta remember next week what they just did this week. And we gotta remember again and again for a few weeks before they turn it into something more. Maybe give them some warm up matches in between time. But I think we're going to see Penta defend that championship, but it's likely to be a triple threat. Maybe I can see something like that. A triple threat end up happening. Dragon Lee, Javon Evans out there, Penta retaining something like that. I can kind of see them going in that direction, which I wouldn't be mad at. But I just don't know that Penta's going to get a one-on-one match, man. Those things are hard to come by these days. So he got his crown and moment, and they're going to do everything they can to help us forget that even happened come next week for
yeah.
sure. So it was too good. They're going to make us forget. They don't like stuff like that. Next we had a segment where Michael Cole was set to interview Randy Orton, who was on the phone and decided he was not going to be doing an interview because he's the bad guy, man.
At
He's
all.
he ain't got time to be doing interviews no more, man. So excuse me. He basically just, went on his own rant there, preparing to get ready to go to war with Cody Rhodes. What you thought about his beatdown of Cody Rhodes, man, on Friday night, man? What did you see it coming? Did you
Oh, I
like it?
did. I
You
did
said,
because we didn't need another like, oh, I love you, you're a good guy.
oh, they was milking it, man.
We
They
gonna go
was
to battle. Bro, I'm so tired of that. Like when it
they
comes to certain people, and like we've been, yeah, everybody loves Randy Orton, but we know that hey, Randy Orton don't have that much time left. Everybody wanted '09 Randy Orton back so bad. And I feel like it won't be like the Hill John Cena tour. Like it will be like '09 Randy Orton.
mhm. Yeah, the fans did not necessarily boo Randy Orton. Um, Cody, you know what I was saying about Cody, man, that I think at this point we gotta pay attention to. It's very challenging in this day and age to keep a baby face and on top and keep people liking them. The moment you kind of there for a moment, everybody wants you to turn to a bad guy. Everybody waiting for the next guy to come up and beat you. And every year before WrestleMania, they beat the dog out of Cody Rhodes in order to get sympathy for their baby face, for their quarterback. And in some cases, it almost don't work. I mean, it's like they beat Cody so bad. And I know going into WrestleMania season, Cody's just like, all right, who's gonna beat the brakes off me this year? Like, what are we doing, guys? How's this gonna go? Because he's be taking some beatings, man. Between The Rock, between Travis Scott, we've seen what now is happening with Randy Orton. He's had major losses against Roman Reigns before pulling that off. He just goes through it because he can't just be a white meat baby face, man. They
Yeah.
gotta hurt him. They gotta do something, or the fans are gonna turn. He's already heard a few boos here and there, so they gotta make sure, like, we gotta get people to sympathize with him. It was a bloody mess on Friday, so I could understand why they wanted to like go that route and try to like we need everybody to fall back in love with Cody going into WrestleMania season and make them forget Drew was the champion. And we got Randy Orton. There's a lot of story there, and Randy might as well just be a bad guy for it. So um, I think they're doing what they can do, man. Poor Cody Rhodes, man. He's just getting beat up. And we're gonna look back and appreciate it more then than we can now, because he's just getting beat up before every WrestleMania. Man. I don't
I
know who
mean,
it's going
getting toe up.
Man, it's just bad, man. It's bad, man. If you don't feel sorry for Cody, you're just not going to. Ain't nothing else they can do to him. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Nothing else they can do to him, man. So Cody's got a long way to go, man, to get all of the fans back on his side. I think it's still gonna be tough. I think there's a large population, a demographic of the fans that legit want to see Randy Orton, bad guy and all, holding that championship over his head at the end of WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, I
I,
want him.
so I'm like, man, Cody got it rough, man. You think there's a chance they do it even after
Hey
this
man.
bloodbath? You think they'll
Yes,
give it to Randy?
I want my boy Randy. See, like Randy is in my top five, man.
Okay,
Um,
that's a fair one. That's a
and
fair one.
yeah, like I mean, like yeah, like I didn't grow up watching him because I was already like older when he started wrestling anyway. But
Mm,
yeah, yeah, like it's just like when I was in like high school, I just felt like Randy was gonna be that dude. Like yeah, I was like high school, and so
yeah,
I
oh
was
03, oh 03, oh 04, he came
yeah,
in.
and so I was just like, man, he got it,
Mm,
and he's constantly been there, constantly done what I asked of him. He grew up, and granted, I know it'll be funky f- for him to get to 18, but for him
mhm,
to get close to 18, that's fine with me, honestly. Because I always knew John Cena was gonna be the one to break it, even though I wanted it to be Randy Orton.
mhm.
So
Yeah, Randy's got a shot. I think his best shot might be now, barring a bunch of injuries somewhere in the future because of the story here. Cody beats Randy. Where does Cody go? What does that look like? We already kind of was getting tired of the Drew thing until Drew finally won, and at least gave it some more relevancy there, some more substance there. But I think with Randy winning, it opens up a lot of doors that are not currently being looked at. But that's their golden guy. That's the golden goose, the golden boy, the quarterback, QB1. Um, so I don't know, man. I don't know. I think more fans would be happy with Randy, um, but I understand if Cody gets it just because of the position that he's in. And Randy went bad guy. Like, I think that's it's gonna do something to how this is gonna play out. But had he went good guy, I could see Cody winning a little easier without the fans going crazy. But there's a chance Cody wins and he might get booed, man. Like, he might legit get some boos in that stadium or wherever they are down in Las Vegas, man. There's a
oh
chance he
yeah,
might get booed, man. That's gonna be rough. So I don't know. They got to think about it. If I'm them, I'm planning for him to get booed. Whether I want it, like I'm like he's gonna get booed. Do we still want to do it? Because you're not getting around the boos. I just don't see it, man. Because Randy can't do nothing. The man bloodied him. He's on the steps. He's in his good clothes, the clothes you ain't supposed to wear to play outside, and the fans still happy with Randy. Ain't nothing else he could do. So it's over, man. Like they'd be better off crowning Randy the champ, letting him hold it over his head. Night two is gonna be Roman and CM Punk anyway, so we'll kind of go either way with that one. But Cody might have to take the L and win it back at Backlash or something like that. One of those ones coming up. Let Randy have this moment for number, I believe 15 is what he's going after right now. He
Yeah.
can have his moment for that, man. But it's gonna be a good one, man. The build up, we already got something going for the build up, so they ain't got but a few weeks left. After this, we had another match that didn't need to be on the card. Stephanie Vaquer versus Raquel Rodriguez. And I mean, I'm not gonna hate on Stephanie. I've been saying she need to be active. She need to be out there wrestling. Since she's won the title, she has just been almost non-existent. She hasn't mattered much. So, as much as I wanted something else, I'll take it. We'll take this because she needed to do something. She needed to remind people that she can wrestle, that she can go. There's a reason why they put the rocket on her, especially as quick as they did. About as quick as they putting this on Obafemi. They're moving fast with her. So she just hasn't done much in terms of keeping and sustaining the momentum. But Liv Morgan was ringside. She got involved a little bit. Io Sky came out to help Stephanie, which okay, not.
Yeah, that was like so
Oh.
random to me.
They
Cause
was.
granted, like EO got beef with like Judgment Day,
Mhm.
but I'm like, so now that she's away from Rhea, are they reigniting that? Like, what? It's just I don't know, man.
Mhm.
I just watch it just because sometimes I can never tell where WWE is going.
Yeah, the eel thing was a bit surprising. Um, it's like they just had a bunch of girls in the back and was like, "Who want to go out there?" And she just like ran to the front, or like jumped in Triple H arms and hugged him, and he was like, "All right, it's you." So, but yeah, we're not really sure what they're doing with the women's division. Rhea's all but on SmackDown, at least through WrestleMania, likely. So they got her over there. We didn't see the Kabuki Warriors. Um, you know what I was thinking the other day, man? And I was wondering about this. Based on what we're seeing with the women, based on what we're seeing with the tag team titles, the Usos ain't defended it in like a few weeks now at this point. There was a time where Jimmy was even missing because of the overseas tour that they was doing. He wasn't
Hmm.
around for that. Gunther's not been there. Obviously, a lot of injuries has happened. So there's a lot of people missing. Roman, for all intents purpose, good or bad, he is a bit of a part timer. Do you think they're spreading the roster too thin? Do they need to just have one roster at this point?
I mean, no, it's just that a lot of people are like injured, and so since people are injured, they're not for some odd reason they're not using what's available to them. Don't know why. That doesn't make sense to me. But nah, I feel like they can still have it like I mean, because even with the brand split, technically, it's really not a split because you see, everybody on each of those brands or whatever. So it's just I don't know.
Mm.
But no, I get what you're saying though.
Yeah, they have people they could use, right? If we want to put out the highlights for Raw, LA Knight never made it to the ring, at least not on regular Netflix. The Usos never made it to the ring, at least not on regular Netflix. Dominic Mysterio never made it to the ring. Liv Morgan was, not that I'm a major fan, but she is in the running for the top prize on Raw. She did not have necessarily a match of any kind. But she was loosely out there. Becky was out there. She's one of the top ones on Monday Night Raw right now. So there were a few top players that were usable and just not being used.
No, yeah.
If I'm trying to get Logan Paul a match going into WrestleMania, like my prediction that it may be Seth Rollins, I need people to go see what he can do. He needs to go win some matches that are outside of the tag teams and all that stuff he's been doing, man. He needs to go win some matches and just be a bad guy that rubs it in your face every time because he's getting a little help from Austin Theory or Paul Heyman or somebody like that. So I'm definitely it's just so thin right now, man. It's just pretty thin as far as what they're utilize what they have at their disposal, and then what they're using, they making it even smaller, right? We could be having a best of seven tag match between the Creed brothers and the War Raiders, and nobody would care. We would just watch every week for it, you
We'll
know.
eat it up.
Like they're right there. Like let's just use these guys. Like let's go for it, man. So I'm not sure they're not using what they have. They're giving us these people. I don't know if these guys are requesting time off. Like they're just putting in so much PTO at this point, man. They
Well,
they got
the tag division anyway, they kind of just like kind of threw that to the side anyway.
yeah, it's on hold indefinitely until we can figure out some tag teams. But they started off hot with Oba and Brock and everything, and they could have kept a lot of it going. Thankfully, the crowd was still hot for 4 hours throughout the night, though. Um, but then we had our main event segment 2 nights in a row. I mean, 2 nights, 2 Mondays in a row. Our main event segment is a promo segment. Roman Reigns comes out first. He's kind of talking his talk, building, doing some promo work going into WrestleMania, trying to get people excited about what's to come. But it is a long build. They're not doing anything special leading up to this match or leading up to this build. Um, CM Punk, he gets called out. He comes out. They do their normal back and forth things with the words, man. Ends up being Punk who throws the first punch, drops Roman Reigns. And Roman, I guess, gave that I'm in your head kind of look. Much like last week, the person getting up off the ground this time just happened to be Roman Reigns as opposed to
Yeah.
CM. And I guess calling CM Punk old was the line that finally got him. That's where he draws the line. You could drop AJ Lee's name. I guess they probably can't do Larry for obvious reasons, but old is where he draws the line, man.
Bruh, that was hilarious to me. Like this man talked about your wife, and
Not a big deal. Not a
but
big deal.
hey,
AJ is fair game. Just don't call me old. Uh, but yeah, this was how the show ended, man. What you thought about the closing segment for Monday Night Raw tonight?
I don't know, man. I felt like it could have been better, but I mean they just gonna talk for like the next few weeks, and they'll finally meet in the ring, and then that's when everything we'll see, you know, for real. But no, I mean, for what it is, like it's fine. It's just there to keep building and keep building and keep building, and that's fine. But I do feel like it could have been a little bit better. I mean, now they were great on the mic. I guess the ending was just weird to me because I'm like, man, if somebody talk about my wife, I don't care if they whatever they said that they her name coming out their mouth. We going. So
Yeah, not quite Punk, man. He ain't tripping. He ain't worried
yeah,
about it.
he's like, oh, it's in the same bank account. It's fine.
Yeah, yeah, we good. It happens. Um, but these guys, for all intents purposes, unless something happens with Cody and Randy, are likely to be closing out night two. CM Punk and Roman Reigns, man. So I think they're still gonna have a great match. I think they're just charged with the tough task of having to carry the show for so many weeks leading up to WrestleMania, and I don't know. Maybe we'll get some things that we're not expecting. I don't know if we're gonna get a contract signing. Um, I guess we kind of know what's happening, so they may not go that route. But hopefully they can get creative and do something, man. I don't know how many more dates Roman has before WrestleMania that he's even going to be making an appearance. but Punk may have to hold it down with some of the cousins. Maybe Solo will come out there and beat him up, man. Maybe Jacob will show up, do something to him. We can make it interesting for Punk. I don't know how interesting we can make it for Roman Reigns though. So he's just gonna have to go out there, talk his talk, man, and kind of keep it moving. But we'll see, man. What you got tonight, man? What you looking like on the MVP tonight, man?
Uh, I mean, man, over Femi, man. I mean,
Ah, yes, I
it's
saw
just
that.
he's
Okay,
just gonna make it do what it do, bro.
that,
Like
that's fair.
when that music hit, everybody went nuts.
Mm-hmm.
And like Obafemi, like it's weird, but I feel like for the very first time in a
Mm-hmm.
while, like the next generation of main eventers, a large percent of them are black. And it's
Mm-hmm.
like, I mean, Oba, Trick,
Mm-hmm.
Javon gonna hang around there. Like it's the Bianca Belair is still young.
Mm-hmm.
Um, then even in NXT, I mean, I don't know if Ricky Saints to be a main eventer, but he gonna be like a upper card guy, like one of
Mm-hmm.
those guys that have a mid title and he like do something with it type thing.
Well, Jade
And
is
it's,
on champ right now.
yeah, and you got Jay. It's like it's crazy. Like and Jay, like I know she won't be in wrestling for a long time because whenever she leaves, like Hollywood, fashion, like that whole realm, she gonna make a killing off of it. And so it's just yeah, it's it's a good time, man. Like and and I know one day they gonna run that triple threat match back with Obafemi, Javon Evans, and Trick, but it'll be in WrestleMania for a title for a World Heavyweight Championship or a WWE Championship. Um, it's gonna main event WrestleMania one day because that NXT triple threat match was the match that everyone behind the scenes was like, okay, these three guys are it. Because after that match, you notice like all of them kind of just went that upward trajectory, and it ain't really slowed down since.
Hmm. Yeah, they doing a good job with building these guys, man, and showcasing them in a major light. So, because they all kind of came in hot, man. I think Trick immediately may have started with Randy Orton or something like that. So we got Obo over here with Brock. Javon was out there with Gunther pretty early on, so they came in pretty hot, man. They throwing them right in the fire, man. So we'll kind of keep looking out for these guys, and then you do have Jade on the other side. As far as that goes, so much representation as possible, man. um, I'd probably still go with Pence tonight, man. He did his thing tonight, man. He
Yeah, that
was the
was a good one. Yeah,
match
that
of the
was a
night.
good one.
So Pence held it down, man. He's got his championship. I don't know if they're gonna keep doing open challenges or unknown challenges or whatever they call it, man. But I wouldn't mind seeing some people step up to the plate, man. I wish we can throw some names in that hat, man, because I throw Montez's name in there real quick, man.
Man,
That'll
where's
be a
he
surprise.
at?
No one knows, man. They just
Like the
he's
last thing, I mean, they
somebody.
haven't had an appearance on TV in a minute, but they did do a live event,
Mm,
and then they were supposed to be at NXT in Atlanta, but then that NXT in Atlanta, that whole event got scrapped.
mm,
Cause yeah, that Tuesday after Raw, they were supposed to do NXT in Atlanta. Um, but it got scrapped because I mean, low ticket sales. I had bought a ticket, but bro, them things was like 70 some dollars, dog, in center stage, and wasn't nobody trying to pay that in
mm.
Atlanta. So
Man, yeah, man, that would be the biggest surprise, man. Ford comes out and actually wins the championship. I'd be like, everything is right with wrestling. Y'all could throw Stephanie and Maxine out there. I don't even care no more, man. Everything is right, man. You can just shove these people down throats now, man. But that's just me dreaming and hoping, man. But either way, we'll be right back here next week covering WWE Monday Night Raw, the official post show. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that like button. Make sure you share it with somebody you know, somebody close to you, somebody that's not. And don't forget to get us on that audio podcast wherever you get your audio podcast, iHeart, Spotify, Apple. Appreciate you staying jumping on tonight. We'll be right back here. Y'all already know how we do it. And until then, we're gonna catch up with y'all. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
Peace.